Welcome. Today we're diving deep into a really incredible archaeological find from the Krumlov forest in Czechia. It's actually one of Europe's biggest prehistoric chert mining areas. But this isn't just about, old tools. It's about a profound human story emerging from deep within the earth.
Exactly. We're zeroing in on a specific site, shaft number 4. It dates back to the late lengyel culture, so roughly 4340 to 4050 BC. And what makes it so compelling is a human burial found inside. It gives us this incredibly rare glimpse into lives, maybe even rituals from way back then.
Right. So our goal here is to piece together the story of these individuals. It sounds like it's surprising, maybe even a bit challenging. We'll use the science-led analysis to look at their daily lives, their health, and some mysteries that still remain. Okay, so let's get into it. Who exactly was found down there in that shaft?
Well, the excavation turned up the skeletons of 2 adult females and also a newborn infant. Now, the genetics confirmed the 2 women were closely related, likely sisters. An isotope analysis showed they were local. They grew up right there in the Krumlov forest area.
Okay, sisters. Local. Makes sense so far.
But here's the twist. The newborn, which was found positioned near the breast of one of the women. Genetically, it was not the child of either one of them.
Wow. Not the child of either. That's genuinely unexpected. What does that even imply? I mean, for how we think about family or caregiving back then.
It really throws a wrench in modern assumptions, doesn't it? It forces us to think about adoption, maybe communal care, perhaps even something more ritualistic. We have to broaden our definition of family for these Neolithic people.
Absolutely fascinating. Okay, so knowing this about their relationships, what about their lives? Their skeletons must hold some clues about what they went through day to day.
Oh, they certainly do. And it's a pretty stark picture, especially childhood. Both women were unusually short for their time, and their bones show clear signs of, illness and poor nutrition growing up, things like Harris lines, growth, arrest lines on their leg bones, and defects in their tooth enamel, markers of serious stress.
A tough start in life then. But what about as adults? Did things get easier, or did the challenges just change?
The challenges definitely continued, maybe even intensified, through really heavy physical labor. We know from isotope analysis they ate more meat than was typical for Neolithic farmers nearby, perhaps, to fuel that kind of intense work.
What kind of work are we talking about? What did the bones show?
Really clear signs. Pronounced muscle attachments, severe degeneration in their vertebrae, bone spurs, evidence of damaged discs, even stress fractures in the spine called spondylolysis. It all points to long-term strain, probably carrying heavy loads, working bent forward a lot.
Goodness.
And get this, one of the women had a badly healed fracture in her forearm bone, the ulna. It formed a false joint, a pseudoarthrosis. It suggests she just kept working right through that serious injury. Incredibly resilience, really.
Almost hard to imagine pushing through that, but maybe the biggest question is why? Why were they buried in a mining shaft? That seems incredibly unusual.
It is. Hugely unusual. These are actually among the oldest known human burials found inside European mines. It really suggests that mining there wasn't just, practical. It wasn't just digging chert. The Krumlov forest itself might have been seen as, a sacred place. A connection to the earth, the underground, maybe ancestors.
So the burial could be symbolic.
Possibly. Perhaps a kind of ritual. Some researchers call it reconciliation symbolism, like returning something connected to the mine, maybe even the miners themselves, back to the source, back to the earth.
That's a powerful idea. So considering this intense physical toll, the injuries, and this unique burial, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Were they doing this work voluntarily? Or, given how hard it was, could they have been forced into it?
That question absolutely comes up. Some theories propose that as societies changed heading into the next period, the Neolithic, with maybe increasing social hierarchy, perhaps the rise of patriarchy, the absolute hardest, most dangerous jobs might have fallen to those with less power. And the skeletal evidence for these women, the lifelong stress, the injuries, it certainly makes you consider that possibility.
It adds another layer of complexity to their story.
Definitely. And to help us connect with them, scientists even created these hyper-realistic 3D facial reconstructions. You can actually see them at the Moravia Museum.
Amazing.
So yeah, this deep dive into the Krumlov forest, it's more than just one site. It really challenges our picture of, everything. Labor, diet, social structures in prehistoric Europe.
It really does. And it leaves us thinking, what other echoes of strength, of adaptation, of the complex human spirit are still out there, still waiting to be uncovered in these forgotten corners of our past? What part of this story really stands out to you?